Hi, and welcome back to Zernista Studios. Today I would like to share with you something I never thought I would have in my collection, and that is vintage originals that were in my family's collection. I had really thought all of these were lost to time and had been passed on through yard sales and different things. But what I found out was over the last couple of years, as we've closed down my parents' home and cleared out the attic, we found some vintage gems that were just put away for whatever reason, and they exist, and it's a miracle. And what I'd like to share with you are the very few vintage pieces that are part of my family's collection. And they're in my collection now, and I'll show you where I put them. First, I want to share with you Luke Skywalker on a vintage card. Now, I would like to clarify that this Luke Skywalker is, the Luke Skywalker figure is a replacement. That's not the original. The card is, as you can see, it's yellowed, but it's in amazing condition overall, and I really didn't have any vintage original cards. And it's the perfect card to have in your collection, and I'm happy to have it. And the cool thing is it's unpunched and it's in excellent condition other than the yellowing. The next thing I want to share with you is I have a Rebel Armored Snowspeeder box, and it's in decent condition. And although I don't actually have a vintage snowspeeder in my collection, at some point I'd like to add one. We'll see what budget and time allows, but right now I don't have one, and I'll just have to stand pat and be happy with the box. The other thing is, about a year ago, my brother sent me a box of stuff from when we closed down, and I had it put away. I didn't have the energy to open it. And inside that box was this Wampa, and of course the Tauntaun. And I had a Tauntaun in my collection, but I didn't have a Wampa. So I'm pretty excited to have both of these, and knowing that they are original is fantastic. Although sadly, he's missing his reins, but that's okay. We'll make do without him. And finally, turns out actually the very first thing that we found, my brother found, was this Chewbacca. And this Chewbacca was actually part of the 1978 Christmas, I believe. I think my brother received it, and although he doesn't have his weapon, and he's beaten up and faded, and all his paint's gone, and the colors are all jacked up, he's real. He's a fairly fair family heirloom, and he exists. And I am going to put him somewhere in my collection. I haven't decided where yet, but let me show you where I'm going to put the Wampa and, of course, the Tauntaun. So just give me a second and we'll go to those two locations. And of course I have Han mounted on the hard stomach Tauntaun, and he's in my main Hoth display. As you can see, he looks fantastic. And of course, you knew that the one place I was going to put the Wampa is in Pally Toys Hoth area. The place that's perfect, and he looks great. And of course, Chewie, I have in a display I'm still working on. I've been working on this one for a few years now. It's a vintage X-Wing white with custom blue stickers and a custom figure of me and a droid that's for me. And so he's gonna go here for now until I've got to finish this display, because I don't know exactly which area he's gonna be in, but that's where he is. So thanks for taking a look. I hope you have some vintage originals or family heirlooms in your collection, I never thought this would happen to me, but I'm happy to have these. And they're proudly displayed, they're proudly sprinkled throughout my display. Do you have any in your collection? I'd love to hear more about them. Thanks for watching.